And I say it like this. It's like my brain is a filter. I take in what I want and I block out what I want. All right. And that's coming from whoever it is. It can come from my mama, it can come from my daddy, it can come from my grandma, it can come from my cousin. If I feel like the information is not good, I filter it out. If I feel like they're giving us information that will better my marriage, I will take it. And sometimes I might take it with a grain of salt. You know, I might not take it to the level of what that person is telling me. But I really do feel like sometimes in this aspect, some people do listen to the outside opinions too much. And a lot of times we listen into outside opinions from people who are not even in our situation. A lot of times these people aren't married. A lot of these people have not had healthy, long-lasting marriages, and we're taking advice from them. And I feel like you shouldn't be. That's like you taking, you're a basketball player, but you're taking advice from a baseball player. He don't know nothing about basketball. Why are you taking advice from him? You need to go to somebody that knows something about basketball and not baseball. So sometimes I do feel like you need to protect yourself from outside opinions, especially your marriage, and especially from people that are not in your situation, that have not had. We talked about that on previous shows, where if you haven't talked to somebody that's been through it, all right, it's like, what are we listening to? I need somebody that actually knows what I'm going through right now. All right. So yes, I think how we protect it, well, how I protect it, I'll let Kania answer how she protects herself. But I filter in. I take in what I want, and I feel like if it's godly wisdom, I will take it. That's why you have to talk to God to see, God, is that wisdom that I should be taking or not? Or should I just leave that to the side? And then if I don't like it, I just leave it by the wayside, respectfully. What do you got on this one, Kania?
I agree with what you. I was gonna say, just be careful with who you're getting advice from. Seek godly counsel, and I think a lot of the times too, especially if we're, it's okay to vent, but it's not okay to stay there. To me, in my opinion, because I feel like, especially too, when it comes to your family, your friends, you might be venting about a certain situation, or you might constantly be talking about your husband or your wife or whatever, and you give them this negative perception about them. And I think it's harder for family or friends to what's the word, like navigate that. I guess that's the word I'm looking for, because it's like they'll probably hold on to that and they're like, why are you still with this person, or whatever the case may be, as opposed to y'all still together, and it's like, you done made me get this negative perception of this person, and y'all staying together anyway. So I think you have to be careful with who you're seeking counsel from and who you're venting with too as well. And then also sometimes I think, it's not my situation, but I think some people are looking for your downfall in marriage, because maybe they might not be happy, and so it's like, oh, okay, now I know that they're going through something, and I can give them maybe bad advice or something to leave your spouse. So I think a lot of times it's a little bit of that too as well.
You know, a lot of times beware of family, because you know, family always gonna have your back. A lot of times when you right or wrong, right? Because you family, like you my brother, I'm gonna have your back if you right or wrong. All right, now you got other people that say, no, you wrong in that situation. And those are good people. Like, no, you need to go apologize. But a lot of times we got family that's going to, you know, no, I got your back regardless. Even if you acting a fool, even if you dead wrong, you 1,000% wrong. They're going to be like, no, I still got your back because you my sister or you my brother. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't good. All right. Because you'll be ending up by yourself in a 1-bedroom apartment by yourself real quick if you keep doing that. All right. So just
eating ice cream with that person.
Sometimes, because family, they love you. Yeah,
popcorn and ice cream together.
To a fault. You know, yeah, popcorn and ice cream together. That's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be living with your sister, living with your brother. Y'all get a 2-bedroom apartment together, because your marriage gonna be over with.
Yeah, hey,
what you got to watch them, right? You go.
Again, I agree with everything that was said. My main thing was gonna be to make sure you're seeking God in whatever you're taking in or discussing. I've always heard, and I'm sure you all have too, like when you go to bridal showers and things like that, the older women always say, keep people out your business. But I feel like realistically, you know, you should have a select few people that you can go get godly wisdom from, or even if you're going, if you feel like you can't tell any friends or family, go seek counseling or something like that. But above all things, seek Christ in what you're dealing with your spouse, but then also in what you're choosing to say. How to filter what it is you're saying, because you're not supposed to be tearing down your husband, right? Or your wife, vice versa. So how do you vent and also build him up at the same time? So you have to keep those things in mind when you're speaking things of life and death in the power of the tongue. So I would say above all else, seek God and how to navigate. If I'm going to talk to somebody, who I'm going to talk to, how I'm going to talk to them, or do I just talk to you? And then in talking to you, maybe you, God, are going to reveal what it is that I need to work on. That's another thing that I have grown to realize is the more that I dwell or pray on something that's bothering me that Kevin may be doing, God is showing me myself in this situation. So yeah, I would say that's how you protect your marriage from really all things is just seeking God and how to navigate, how to move.
What you got on that one, Kev?
Oh man, I think so. I think we say every week you gotta have them grimy conversations, the sticky conversations, the conversations that don't feel good. Keep everybody else out your marriage by talking to each other. Their opinion don't matter if y'all communicate with each other. But if you have to seek outside communication, like I said, make sure it's with somebody who's seasoned in marriage. Make sure it's somebody who's rooted in Christ. Don't just take advice from any Joe Blow on your job who on his third marriage and you know what I'm saying, 6 baby. Nah. Make sure that the counsel is coming from somebody who really got your best interest at heart. And they ain't gonna give you no biased opinion. So, like straight shooters, people gonna tell you about yourself. So, that's how I feel about it.
What about you, George and Tiffany?
I would say seek wise counsel. Don't share with people, just your friends, especially if they're not married. Don't share with them. For us going on almost 19 years in a week or so from now, I don't really get opinions from anybody because I really don't share. It's been so long. And when I did share, it was only from somebody who had our best interest and who was going to say, hey, Tiff, you wrong. Hey, George, you wrong. But other than that, I didn't really share with any of my friends. Like, it was just kind of none of their business. I just kept it to myself or kept it. If I did want to vet, it was only for only for early on, probably in the year 1, 2, 3, may have been like his brother and our sister-in-law, and then another couple who poured into us. But other than that, nobody, because I didn't feel like anybody really would give us some wise counsel. So just to vent to a friend, no, I never did that. And I really don't care about your opinion. If you can't give me wise counsel, your opinion really doesn't matter.
On this one, George?
To what she said, early on, you need to find somebody to talk to. And again, make sure it's somebody who's saved. It has to be somebody who's saved and love the Lord. And not only has your best interest at heart, but your spouse's as well. You know what I mean? And so again, God has blessed us with phenomenal people. My brother and his wife, and you guys heard me talk about it before. The guys, and I told the man not so long ago, got the guys. He passed. Them two people were phenomenal. And they were an older couple. And the cool part about it is we shared the same wedding anniversary. And so it was just so connected and bonded. And so I remember the first time he sat down with them. And it's trying to be funny. I wanted them to be like, Tiffany was the problem. And I was just trying my best to, I'm innocent. Dr. Gowns looked me straight in the face, say it's on you. And he held me accountable. And I love that man forever because he made me grow up. And so anybody who's listening, we said it in the previous segment. Marriage is hard no matter what generation. but God will always have a ram in the bush for somebody who can help you navigate them waters. They're not supposed to be seamless yet, right? It's going to be choppy. Two people coming together, figuring out this whole new world and space is going to be difficult. But God is so amazing that He will place people on the path who can keep you focused, connected, to get you to the end goal destination of being happily married. And so again, now going on 19, no, I don't tell nobody nothing. I don't need nobody's opinion, not because I got it all, because what I do have, I retain. What I do need, I seek from Him Himself. You know what I mean? And so be careful who you spread your marriage to. And Kenia said it earlier. Some people prey on your downfall. They really do. People will watch your marriage, and soon they see it going 18 double hockey sticks. They happy, right? They don't want to see you, figure it out. Misery loves company. That's a true statement. You know what I mean? So again, protect your marriages, protect your integrity of your marriage. Some stuff needs to be held close to the vest because everybody ain't rooting for you. So again, seek godly counsel from people who are saved, who have been through it, man. So that's what I'm saying.
Like Anita was saying, don't go and bash your partner, because especially depending on who you don't bash them, period. Because when you do, like you said, especially family members and some friends, gonna feel like, oh girl, I thought you said he or she was da. You still gonna talk to him? You still gonna forgive him? You still gonna take him back? And just putting all that negativity in your ear, and that's what you don't need. So just be careful and mindful of that.
Sure.
That's good. What about you on this one, Meechie Morgan?
I think it's really what you guys all said. I think that one, it's hard for people to be in a world where we're so connected, whether it's digitally or whatever way, because I feel like we're so connected to people. We're always, looking at people's lives and things like that. And it's hard to be in that world and say, hey, don't talk to anybody. And I get that, that's something that we learn from our elders, and I appreciate that. But I also, appreciate the standpoint of find somebody, like I said before, that you trust, that good community, those mentors, and be in a good church. Don't just watch church online. If you can, if you can be in a good church, try to, go connect, get in those groups, because you're going to need people, especially as you go through this, life and marriage. I just don't know how you would make it without that village. Just like raising kids, they say it takes a village. I think those things are one and the same. Like, I'm getting married, I need a village. I'm having kids, I need a village. I'm living this life, I need a village. God did not make us to be in isolation. So I think it's just so important that you find your people that you feel connected to, that they're rooted and grounded and they stand for what you stand for. And you just be careful not to take random opinion, but you just take opinion from those who are trustworthy, who have earned that trust.
H.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you guys say. I'll be short and sweet. I think you should vent, but like you said, you have to filter who you venting to, and when you are venting, you have to set ground rules that I'm going to protect my spouse. I'm not going to put them in a light of where they're only at the blame, and then you're not allowed to speak down on my spouse either, because I'm not going to give you the information to do that. You know what I mean? So if I'm venting to you, that means I'm trusting you. Or if I'm confiding in you, I'm trusting you. If I can't do that, then I won't vent to you anymore. You know what I mean? So we should be able to vent marital problems to other people that are in the same kind of realm as us. No, you shouldn't be talking to someone that's single or that's been divorced or has never been married or even in a committed relationship. But if you are, it should be a safe space for me to speak some of it, but not all of it. But I'm gonna still be transparent and honest within it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna make up something about my spouse and hide my hand at it as well. I'm gonna put mine out there as well. And I expect that person to give me some honest feedback. Am I wrong? Tell me that I'm wrong. Don't just agree with me.
That's what I was just gonna say. What if we are the ones that people are coming to us? Like, we are that safe space. I think it's okay to set a boundary. Like, I don't want to hear X, Y, and Z negative You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If it's constantly you're always coming to me and I'm your dumping ground, I don't want that either, because and I'm
Yep.
taking all that and ingesting that. No, I think it's okay to set a boundary with people if you're that space, safe space that people are coming to as well.
And if
Boundaries
that
are
person
important.
is doing that,
I got a question.
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, finish your statement.